Transnet inviting various of its stakeholders, including those in the industry, to Kudu Sport. This is one of their plants here at the engineering sector. So we see various of those role players just given or taken into confidence in terms of the plans that have been underway by Transnet to try by all means to open up the industry. We see Transnet even saying today that they are open for business, looking to woo the private sector and those that are here just in advance, in time for the Africa Rail Conference that will take place at the Sandton Convention Center tomorrow and on Wednesday. I'm going to bring into the conversation with us now the Group CE for Engineering. This will be Mebesi Mabunda. Will just give us a sense of the work that you guys have been doing. First and foremost, congratulations and welcome because you've been appointed. I know that it hasn't been that long in this position, but we see you gathering various of those role players, bringing them into Kudu Sport today. You're showcasing various of the capabilities that you have at Transnet here and saying as well that you are open for business. Let's start there. Just give us a sense of this being open for business. What does it mean?
Okay. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for the question. I've been here now. It's actually today. It's been a year. Most of it I was acting and now I've been appointed, so thank you. Transnet Engineering, there's a lot of things that Transnet Engineering does, and I think we don't get enough opportunity to showcase the things that we do. So of late, we obviously have done a lot of work from our engineering point of view in terms of research and development, in terms of new product offering. But our core business is really on the maintenance of rolling stock, which is on the locomotives, is on the wagons, the coaches, and so on. But also we do manufacturing. We do new build assembly on the locomotives. We are also an original equipment manufacturer for wagons, and this goes for tankers, for jumbo wagons that support the export coal business, the export iron ore business. We also manufacture train sets, so passenger rail coaches, as well as the motor coaches as well. So we do a lot of stuff. We've also branched out in terms of our service offering into the marine space. So there we then do port equipment, we do manufacturing as well as maintenance, and we also do maintenance for port infrastructure. In the port space, we are an OEM for trailers. We're busy developing our hauler, and we are also an OEM for skips. I just want to mention one more thing. We have our own homegrown, designed and manufactured locomotive called the Trans-Africa locomotive, which we're very excited about. It's been in operation for a number of years on the ore line, and we are at a stage where we would like to commercialize that.
Let's talk about some of those plans that are in the pipeline and start there. We hear now that there are 3 of them. In 2017, you had launched just 1, and there are things on the move here in Transnet. This in line with the turnaround strategy. We know very well that that plan came to an end in March. Now it was introduced in 2023. What did it bring with? Are we turning the corner? And what are some of those, work that is in the pipeline?
Okay, you will note that at the worst, we went down to 149 million tons. The previous financial year, the one before the one we just came out of, we achieved about 152 million tons, which was upward. But obviously, there were a lot of challenges with a lot of locomotives being long-standing because of lack of support from, in particular, the Chinese OEM. But what we've done in this previous financial year, there's a lot of locomotives, over 110, that we brought back into service. That has assisted us in being able to actually achieve the 160 million ton that we have been able to achieve. Moreover, in this current financial year, we now have a target that is in excess of 180 million tons. So obviously, continued efforts to bring back long-standing locomotives, as well as availability and reliability of the current fleet of locomotives. So we've done a lot of work, and we are now targeting 180 plus million tons. And we have shown a big turnaround. And obviously, from a Transnet point of view, the achievement of 160 million tons shows that we are on an upward trajectory.
This coming through at a time. I'm glad that you touched on the OCMs in terms of the work that you have been doing in trying to really come through here. Just give us a sense of where are we with the China locomotives, because there was that issue of the 1060, and we've seen, from one administration to the next, just challenges in addressing some of these bottlenecks. Are we somewhere near finding a solution? Where are we?
Oh, the 1064 program has really been challenged by the Chinese OEM having basically decided not to support us. Unfortunately, there is no solution. We had hoped that maybe a political solution could be found, but in terms of bringing CRRC back into conversations with us and relationship with us, that does not seem to be something that is happening at the moment. However, we've decided to help ourselves, and through our engineering department, there's about 60 different projects that we've been working on in terms of providing alternative components and parts that we can then utilize on this fleet. One of the big successes, for example, is on the compressor, where we have modified a different OEM's compressor that we are now able to use on this fleet, and that is a very big milestone. So there's a number of projects that have been ongoing. Roof equipment, for example, we have done about 80 to 90% of engineering and alternative supply of components for that. So there's a lot of gains that we are having from our engineering point of view in terms of getting alternative parts and alternative components in order to support that fleet. We are still out, going out to market in terms of, we had an RFI that went out in December. It closed in March, I believe. And there we are still asking industry and other OEMs to see if they are able to offer any sort of engineering solutions as far as that fleet is concerned. So we are also open to still collaborate and partner with alternative OEMs.
Yeah.